Night falls. Our world becomes a stranger. Vulnerabilities forgotten in daylight enshroud us anew, breathing ice cold down the back of our necks, whispering down our spines. We find comfort in flickering screens, tiny worlds within our world, orchestrated by unseen hands, filled with thoughts that are not our own. Strange voices swarm between our ears with an incessant drone, and we mistake what they show us for what we actually know. Belying true danger, like children, we are enthralled by manufactured peril. Choosing a carefully curated reality, we stubbornly ignore the very real monster at our door. Hello, freaks and freethinkers. This is Radio Ghost Town, and I'm your host, Deep Amber, coming to you from the relative safety of an undisclosed location. Tonight, we continue our series, The Serpent Whispers, investigating and exposing the greatest conspiracy in the history of the world. It's that time again, freaks and freethinkers. I want to hear from you. We're opening the phone lines. First come, first serve. Do you have a question about anything we've talked about so far on The Serpent Whispers? What do you think about media and entertainment's influence over us? Do you think you know what Hollyweird has to do with the grand conspiracy? Well, now's your chance. And there's our first caller. Hello, I'm Deep Amber, and this is Radio Ghost Town. What can I call you?
Oh, hello, Deep Amber. It's me, Alice.
Hello again, Alice.
Oh, no. Alice.
Alice, do you have a question or an idea?
Oh, both, actually.
Fire when ready.
Okay. Deep Amber, are you a shape-shifting reptilian who likes the taste of human flesh?
No, I am not a shape-shifting reptilian, or any kind of reptilian for that matter. I am 100% natural-born human female made in the image of God, just like the Bible says in Genesis 1.
Oh, I hope you didn't mind me asking. I just needed to be sure. Better safe than sorry.
It's not even the weirdest question I've been asked, Alice.
It's Alice.
Alice, you said you had an idea to share?
Oh, yes. I think Hollywood elites are in contact with the gray aliens who are using them to prepare the world for their arrival.
And the gray aliens, are they the good guys or the bad guys?
The good guys. But let me check my hat first. Hold on. They're the saviors of mankind.
Well, you're wrong there, Alice. Alice, but I think you're right about one thing. Hollywood is preparing us for something. Thanks for calling. Next. This is Deep Amber, and you're live on Radio Ghost Town. What can I call you?
Hey, Deep Amber. Call me Bob.
Nice to meet you, Bob. What's on your mind?
I just wanted to tell you, after last week's episode, I counted, and I saw yoga and meditation show up to 8 times in random media.
I like you, Bob. Freaks and freethinkers, make a note. Be like Bob.
And I don't watch much TV, by the way. But what really bothers me is 3 of the 8 times it was in the show my grandkids were watching. They even showed a character meditating, saying and everything.
I will say it might be an anomaly, and the writers might not have any ulterior motives. They might have just thought it was ironic or a funny sight gag.
But maybe not, right? What should I do?
Well, definitely explain to the tiny humans that yoga and or meditation are religious practices. And are you and your family Christian?
Yes, we are.
Perfect. So explain to the kiddos what the Bible says about worshiping false gods and why meditation and yoga are dangerous. So you start teaching them to look for the lie now, so they're ready even when you aren't with them. Most kid shows are far from being innocent entertainment.
Thanks, Deep Amber. We'll do that.
Feel free to call back anytime, Bob. Next caller. This is Deep Amber, and you're live on Radio Ghost Town. What can I call you?
Hey, Deep Amber, it's me. Crazy Carl?
Crazy Carl, I was starting to worry about you. You doing okay out there?
Well, not as okay as I'd like to be. I've been hearing rumblings.
Well, keep your head down, Carl. We can't let them get the best of us.
Speaking of them,
Yes?
well, I don't want to say too much, but I have a contact,
And?
and I can confirm that the elites they're using mass media to program unsuspecting minds. Ever since Operation Paperclip, American scientists have been researching ways to reverse aging.
It sounds like something they would do.
Well, they found out that infusions of young blood turns back the genetic clock in old recipients. There was a paper published back for the public in 2014, and it announced the success of tests performed on mice.
I was not aware of that, Carl.
Well, of course, technologies released to the mass populace are actually 20 to 30 years behind the most recent scientific developments. And I have proof that scientists have been successfully performing age reversals via young blood since, well, at least the early 90s.
Well, I have heard about the 20 to 30 year gap in technology. It was that way with the B-2 stealth bomber, I think.
And what became a mainstream pop culture fixation in the late 90s?
Leather vests?
No.
Butterfly clips?
No.
White boys rapping?
No.
I give up, Carl.
Vampires.
Huh.
Vampires became a hot trend. They transitioned from villains to heartthrobs and heroes, and it's gotten worse. Now they even sparkle.
So, Carl, you're saying we're being programmed to accept vampirism?
So the elites can have an endless supply of young blood to keep themselves alive while they work on transferring their consciousness to sentient robots, thereby bypassing the final judgment and setting themselves up as gods on the earth.
Wow, Carl, you always bring the good stuff, don't you?
I know I sound a little nuts.
Well, you're not wrong about the vampires as heroes thing, so I'm going to look into that mouse experiment, okay? How about that?
The people have to know the truth. It's their only chance. Crazy Carl out.
Stay informed, stay free, right, Carl? Carl? Yeah. Thanks for calling in, Carl. It's always fun to hear from you. Well, freaks and freethinkers, that wasn't the segue I had planned, but it'll do. Let's take a moment to think about the many issues on which Hollywood has almost single-handedly rewritten public opinion. Setting aside vampires, at least for now, how many TV episodes or movies have you seen with carefully crafted storylines that supported concepts, practices, and ideals personally and morally repugnant to you, but in the context of the show, you found yourself not offended? You could almost agree with them, but only, in this one specific situation. Maybe it wasn't so bad, just this once. Tell you what, mull it over for about a week and we'll compare notes. The power of a story is second only to the power of a story set to music, and we'll be covering both in the very near future. So buckle up, freaks and free thinkers. Oh, do we have time for one more caller? Yes? Okay. Hello, this is Deep Amber and you're live on Radio Ghost Town. What can I call you?
My name's Rosemary.
Hello, Rosemary. What's on your mind?
Amber, aren't you afraid?
Excuse me?
Aren't you afraid? Aren't you frightened? You're talking about the devil, and you know what they say.
The devil's in the details?
Don't laugh. It'll make him angry.
Him who? The devil?
Yes, you shouldn't be antagonizing him. You're putting yourself in real danger. He's very powerful, and you should be more careful.
Rosemary, I'm sure you mean well.
Oh, I do.
But I'm not afraid of the devil, aka Satan, aka Lucifer, aka the serpent. As far as I'm concerned, he can hit me with his best shot.
Don't say that.
Rosemary, he can't hurt me.
Oh, you don't know. The Dark Lord is very powerful.
I do know. I know the Dark Lord ain't what he used to be. You see, Jesus spoiled principalities and powers, making a show of them openly and triumphing over them in his cross.
Jesus might have done that, but you're just a human being.
Jesus did do that. And then he turned around and gave that power to everyone who believes on his name. Jesus spoke unto them, saying, All power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. Go ye therefore, and all these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name they shall cast out devils. And in Luke 10:19, behold, I give you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means harm you.
You seem very confident, but can you be sure those verses are meant to be taken literally?
Rose, I can't tell if you're well-meaning but ill-informed, or if you're trying to intimidate me, but either way, let me be clear. I take the Bible very literally, and anyone who would like to test that can just come on ahead, because I'm not backing down. In fact, let me say, for the record, Satan is alive and active in the world today. He is your mortal enemy with just one goal: to destroy you, body and soul. The good news is we have a champion. His name is Jesus. Jesus is the only way to God, and the Bible is our only source for absolute truth. Together, they're our only hope for salvation. I'm Deep Amber, and this is Radio Ghost Town.
Thanks for watching. At Fly by Light Media, we choose freedom over comfort and truth over popularity. We hope you will too.
And you can buy FBLM tees and hoodies just like this one in the link in the description below. And be sure to watch more videos.
Together, we are Fly by Light Media, and we rise to shine.